And welcome to Life After the Cover Save, episode 348. I am Robo Ed, and with me, as always, is BNB.
Hey guys, I'm here.
And the Muppet Hitman.
Rufio!
We did that already. You've already done that before.
Oh, this isn't the Hook episode? Shoot. Well, yeah, hold on. Let me throw all my notes away.
Yeah, this ain't the Hook episode, dude. Let me tell you. Go ahead.
You got a shark hoodie on?
Yeah. Well, it's a blanket.
It's a blanket with a hood on it.
I guess.
Yeah. It's a hooded blanket.
It's cold.
Bloody. A blood.
It's freezing here in California. It's 48 degrees Fahrenheit.
A hood kit.
Hood kit.
I couldn't imagine it being colder than that.
Yeah,
What?
dude, you're barely hanging on.
Wait, it's in the 40s over there?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm in the 30s.
That's impossible.
Or
You know what's cold when my heater turns on.
yeah, but
Because I keep it at like 60.
yeah.
So if it's 60 inside my house, if it's below 60, then the heater's on. So that goes to show you how cold it is outside.
If you're cold, they're cold.
Oh, I'm not cold. I'm just doing it for safety reasons.
What's the safety reason?
Just don't want to get too cold. You know what I'm saying?
No, but what's the safety reason?
No, we don't know what you're saying. That's why we're asking.
You know what? You got the pipes, the gunny works, the electrical, everything in the house needs to stay at least 60.
Really?
Plus, I got some prints going.
Oh, well, yeah.
For safety.
Yeah, for safety.
They explode
safety.
if they get too cold.
Yeah.
The whole thing just
Yeah, we want to be safe.
yeah.
Better safe than sorry.
Amen. Well, in this episode, we're going to talk about some games we played. We're going to talk about, of course, our hobby commitments. Let's see if we've reached them. And I have prepared a Battlefield bargain or bust.
Wow.
So, you guys played a game?
Yeah, you were there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But you did not participate. You were 40.
Good.
You were
Always.
40K adjacent.
You know what? Blake was doing stuff, though.
I do. And that goes into my hobby progress.
Yeah.
So let's not get there. And you know what? I had a great time. I had a great time at that event.
So did I. I had a great time, too.
It
It was an event. It was an
It
event.
was a kickoff event.
I want in now.
Nah, the numbers would be uneven, dude.
I'm not
So are we
losing
talking
against
about the game
somebody else.
first?
Yeah.
All right. So I recently reconnected with some dudes I knew from Orange County and been playing a little bit of 40K with them. And they wanted to start in 2025 a crusade using the Necron Crusade book. What's it called? Pariah
Nexus.
We had 5 players, and it would have been a lot cooler if we had 6. So the pairings would work up. And I'm like, I know someone up in LA that plays orcs, and he'd be able to be on the Xenos team. And bada bing, bada bang, Ed joined, and we kicked off recently. I have no idea when it was in the past, and it doesn't matter because, don't date the podcast. But we had the first of hopefully many monthly crusade get-togethers. We had 3 tables in the back of this guy's real estate office, which is actually a really nice play area. It was like a big open kind of like garage warehouse attachment thing.
Rompus room.
Yeah. We had 3 tables going.
Armory.
We rolled off, and randomly Ed and I got to face off against each other.
I loved it. I loved the fact that you two played each other first. Because I'm not saying I want this to happen, But if it does fall apart, which I don't think it will, it seems like people are committed. But in the slight chance that it does fall apart, in the end, it's just still you two playing each other.
It's true.
But it's not
But you
going
know
to
what?
happen.
I think it was a shorter drive for Ed to go there than it would have been to go to my house.
It's
Yes.
true. And
So
it's probably
it
a shorter
still would
drive for Travis.
it still would have made more sense. And yes, so I
Hey,
poo-poos. Yeah.
before we get
Uh-huh.
too deep into
Okay.
it, like, so who's who? Like, who were who? And are they all people that you knew from? Because one of the guys is an RPG guy.
Yeah. So Richard, who is playing salamanders, he's the one he played in my full run of the Curse of Strahd at the local comic book store in Irvine. He was he actually made a Strahd puppet and brought in. Great time. And also Brian, who's playing Necrons, didn't play in my Strahd campaign, but I played along with him in another campaign at the comic book store. So I've known him. So those are the two guys that I had a previous RPG history. Now John, who's playing Voltan, I met when through this new 40K group, and I want to say, oh gosh, what was his name? Josephus. His name was Josephus, right?
Josephus?
No, I
That's the
don't.
one who's a sumo wrestler? He's your cousin, right?
No, I don't remember the
Oh.
guy who's playing sisters. I can't think of his first
He
name.
had the hat.
He was wearing a hat. Yeah.
The hat guy.
Blake kind of zoned in on the hat. I thought it was fine.
It's kind of like your shark cat.
Yeah,
But like different.
Ah, gosh. Well, we'll think of his name, but I didn't know those two guys.
I'm sure you can look on your phone. Is he saved in your contacts? Does he have a name
No,
on
I
your
actually don't know his name like in real life. He's the only contact. It's like he tells me his name every time we play,
But you see the hat.
and it cannot stay in my brain.
Yeah.
I think it's because
I
it
forgot everyone's
kind of sounds like another name, and so my brain always gets confused. It's probably something very simple like Sean, but I'm all like Pawn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, well, good.
I'm sorry,
No.
Sisters player, because they're all listening. They don't. I don't tell people in my real life I'm on a podcast. I'm ashamed of it.
Perfect.
But
Especially
Thank you
this
for
podcast.
giving me the 411. I should have been like, hey, how do you guys? I should have done that when I was there.
Yeah, you
But
should have.
I didn't.
Useless.
So you guys got to play each other. How many points was this first
1,000 points? Oh yeah. I'm first time I've ever put my Space Wolves on the table, so I was very excited for it. They weren't fully painted, unfortunately. I had one squad and a dreadnought that wasn't painted.
He's
Good looking bases
guy.
Good looking bases. And Ed threw some orcs down on the table with some bubble chuckers.
I had to. I was told I had to play orcs.
Because it's a Xenos Imperium.
Yeah, but I asked about Tau, and he didn't seem like he really wanted me to bring my Tau. So
I think. Well, listen. I thought I said Tau would be fine. It just has to be Xenos.
Well, you shoehorned in now. Now I'm shoehorned.
Okay, well,
I guess I can start all
ally.
fresh and just start weaker.
No,
just take a step
listen,
back.
Orcs are great. Why wouldn't you want to play orcs?
Because I have more. I have a completely painted tower. I mean, my orc stuff. When we escalate, I'll have to paint more stuff, and I'm deep into projects I need to finish.
Oh,
you know,
real deep.
I'm trying to claw my way out of the projects. I don't need more projects coming down on me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
it's fine.
I thought I always said, yeah, Tau's fine, whatever you want, but it must not have come across in text.
Like, Tau, okay,
yeah,
okay,
like, if you want.
Oh yeah. Like I said, if you want, you could bring your Tau.
You were like, yeah, do you do whatever you want? And you're just like, if you want, like the tone in your voice.
My tone in my text wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Uh,
saw
Dude,
if
tone and text is
text
crazy.
tone, you
Yeah,
gotta.
yeah, your text tones, Travis, they'd be crazy sometimes. You watched a YouTube video,
Yeah.
and then you text us about this YouTube video that you saw,
Uh-huh.
and I just thought you were really angry, but it was my mistake. It was my mistake. You weren't that angry. You know what I mean?
You
You were
remember when
just
Doug Neal called me out on my tone?
yeah.
Handsome Doug?
Yeah.
Did he?
He
Your text
did.
tone? Was it your text
No,
tone?
this was
Yeah,
like
well,
this was a real
that was
life
real tone.
tone. And he
Oh.
The
wasn't
text tone.
wrong.
Text tone. The text tone is even harder to
It's
deal
harder
with.
to do.
I forgot that story. What happened?
I can't remember.
Oh,
It had to
Well-
do. We were playing an RPG.
oh yeah,
RPG or
yeah.
board game?
No, it was the
It was
RPG.
an RPG.
It was the RPG, and you
You
like
kept
question. You're
asking
questioning everything.
like everything, every choice that he made. You said, "Is that a choice that you can make?"
Yeah,
Oh, you know
these
what? That's the
rules.
thing. Okay, but that was just because it was a Traveler,
Yeah, it was Traveler.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
was just a whole new system. So that was more coming from a place of like,
Well,
I
it
know.
was.
we can do
it
that.
Was,
Like,
it
okay,
was
yeah.
mainly your tone, though.
It was the tone.
Yeah.
It was the tone.
Yeah, it was the tone because now I remember the story because you kept being like you could do that, but it wasn't like, oh, I didn't know you could do that, Doug. That's interesting. You're just like you're able to do that, and he's like, dude, I'm the GM.
Yeah,
let
I
me
can do
let me
whatever I
just run my game. Don't
It's my
stop
tone.
questioning me.
It's the tone.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, man.
fun experiment. That one,
Are those videos out there somewhere?
Oh yeah,
maybe.
I'm sure they are.
Traveler, dude. Carl was a dog
Yeah.
of art.
So 40K, we played 40K. I thought it was. Do you know what I will say? The missions, because we went into this mission and the mission in the prior Nexus Crusade,
Oh,
it was wild. Like we both even kind of read it wrong, and because of that, I didn't set up my army like I should have. But it's fine. It's a choice I made. But
Yeah.
it was a cool mission. Like the mission had you all the points, the objectives had force fields around them, and the attackers were turning off the force fields, and the defenders had to turn the force fields back on. But it was very weird. You could only turn them on or off if you were on the objective, but you didn't control it. Very weird. I don't know why they chose to do it that way, but maybe it's because it made it very hard to turn them back on, and that was possibly the point. And I'm sure there's a way, if I played it again, I would have put my models around the point in such a way to make it very difficult for the enemy to get on. Maybe I don't know. But what were your thoughts on it, Ed?
I thought it was an interesting way to kind of force either combat or shooting. Because you have to, if I'm trying to turn them off, I have to get onto the point.
Mhm, yeah,
But I also have to make sure that you're on the point. Because if you're not on the point, then I can't turn them
that's
off.
true.
But I guess but if I'm on them, I could potentially be getting points just by controlling them. So by being on them and controlling them, you're getting points each round. And by shutting them off at the end, you get a lot of points.
Yeah, it was
for
like
me.
20 points per
20 points
shut
per.
off. So it was a huge
Yeah.
swing at the end.
so you
Yeah.
could have been on them and farm them, and then shut them off.
Potentially, but
If-
me as the
if the
defender, it was
requirements
easier
have to
for
be
me to, because there's not actually a point in the attacker's starting zone, but there was a
Oh.
point in my starting zone that I failed to put someone on it first turn, because normally you don't score first turn, but in this one you could have scored first turn. Oh, there you go.
Well,
And as
no.
a bystander,
Yes.
you weren't the only table. Every other game,
We all had difficulty wrapping our minds around it. So
yes.
what I'm going to suggest for the next one is that we pick the because our armies are fixed. It's not like we're really like wiggling around our armies for advantage. So I want to pick the help me out, the mission. like
Uh,
before the day instead of just rolling on the chart the day, so we all have
Yeah.
time to read the mission and actually like understand it before we show up. I think because these missions are kind of different, that will be a nice little wrinkle. I'm going to suggest that to the group.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, you weren't the only ones.
yeah.
Now, I went, talking about me now,
Mhm.
I went multifacets to give to, I actually drove there. We drove my car,
Yeah.
you know? And because Ed had a long weekend. And I'm like, who wants to drive there by themselves?
No.
And I
That's true.
figure, hey, I could be around. I can meet the guys, get a little hobby done myself.
Yeah.
And and I was able to like follow the games along, and also I was able to help David. Dave.
No, David wasn't there. There is a guy named
Wow.
David in that group, but he wasn't there.
Okay.
Brian. You were
Well,
helping
one
Brian.
of the guys was newer to it,
Yeah.
and so I was able to kind of
You
like
were helping
get in there and
Necron
help him a
Brian.
little
Yeah,
bit here and
Necron
there.
Brian is probably the newest to the game. And
And and also I was getting ready for the combat patrol
mhm.
that was
That's right.
coming up.
That's right,
So
dude.
I had a good time, even though I didn't play. It was still nice.
Yeah. It was good. It was good having you there, buddy.
Oh, I thought you and Ed played Combat Patrol on the 8th.
Yeah, we were supposed to. Didn't happen. um, so, one of the things that I'm going to point out in the game that helped me win
Mhm.
um, was I have this orc unit. It's a boy unit, but I had the weird boy, whatever he's called in this version of 40K. He's my spellcaster. And at the end of the movement phase, I can teleport. And if I roll a 1, I take some mortal wounds and I lose some guys. But if successful, I think even if it's not successful, I still teleport out of there.
Mhm.
But so I was able to move up, barely touching, the point, make sure I don't have the OC, turn off his generator, and then teleport out of there.
Yeah.
And I was able to do that twice. And
That made it so
in the
I
end, it was
couldn't turn it back off because
yeah,
he was able to like get on there, turn it off, and then zipperoo out of there.
disappear.
Yeah, the mechanic is called in the community pick up and put down, or pick uppies and put
Yeah,
downies. There's lots of units in 10th edition that
yeah.
get that mechanic. The pick uppy
The
and put
swooping
downy.
hogs.
Pick uppy, put downy. Gray Knights do it.
Pick it, put down.
Necrons
I
do it.
can't do my Castilian. I was trying to do a Castilian. Pick up, pick
Yeah.
up, pick up, pick up. Put
And
down.
I think, ultimately that helped me get the points because most of my guys didn't make it out of the battle.
It was pretty bloody, but I think the Space Wolves definitely killed a lot of greenskins,
Oh, for sure.
a little bit more than what the orcs were able to.
A lot more.
Well, I mean, you did
Yeah.
And
wipe out an entire squad. And did you wipe my wolves too? No, my wolves were still on the table. But yeah, you
Yeah.
took out like
I
an
killed a
entire
couple.
Grey Hunter squad
And the character.
and the
Yeah.
characters. Yeah.
and that's one thing that in a conquest, in a crusade, don't ever, you can't give up
Can't concede.
because you can earn those honors
Yeah.
by killing squads. And if your squad gets wiped, you can get a wound. So I think at one point, one table was like, okay, let's just scoop. We can't do this. I mean,
That
it's
was me.
That
not
was
gonna.
Travis.
That was me.
Oh, okay.
I'm a quitter.
But then everybody's like, well, no, no, no. You want to play it
Yeah.
out to maximize and minimum. So that was an interesting thing. Like there is stakes, even if the game is lost, there's still a stake where you can. Oh, I can now I can prioritize and pick out this little tiny squad of the enemy. So
Yeah.
then I might have more strength going in, and maybe I can win the next
You
round.
get
I don't know.
experience too.
Yeah, and you
for
know
killing
what?
people.
And the little bonuses you get are random, but also very cool. Like my Ballistus Dreadnought now has like a permanent +2 to his OC, I think. which
Yeah.
is awesome. Like his OC was already 4, and now he's like OC 6. So it's like that's actually really kick ass dreadnought now.
Yeah.
A
He could sit on
kick-ass
an objective.
dreadnought.
He could sit on an objective now.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I named him.
So
What did I name him? Russell.
Oh, you named
no,
him like Walter White.
No.
Ron
Ron
Swanson.
Swanson. Yeah,
yeah.
the venerable Ron Swanson.
Yeah, you had like Bjorn Ravenclaw and Ron Swanson.
Mhm.
Interesting choices. Interesting choices.
It's all good Viking names, dude.
Swanson, technically, I think
Viking.
Swanson is definitely a Scandinavian.
Yeah,
name.
it is. That's why I
Viking
picked it, dude.
Swanson.
How about you call him at least like, I don't know, like Ron Swanson or something. Rowan
Rowan.
Swanson.
I think I called him
It's kind of
Ronald
Irish.
Swanson.
Ronald. Okay. You know, Ed and I also.
Yeah.
We also went to we braved the parking lot in Glendale.
Well,
and went to a
first
GW store
we went to the Warhammer store down there
in Westminster. That's right.
in Westminster, and it was closed.
On a Sunday?
And then there was a guy there that he was like, "Let me check their Facebook page," and he looked up. He's like, "Oh yeah, they're closed today." They post on their Facebook page, which was wild. Because I was trying to get this white dwarf that has combat patrols for
That's
the
armatures.
armatures.
Yeah, dude.
And because I'm supposed to play combat patrol with Josh.
Wait, are they armatures? Is that because I always got armchairs? I thought they were called armatures.
Armature.
It's armachairs and whore dogs.
Yeah, there's war dogs.
The chaos version is called a whore.
It's funny. I've never actually read that. I've only heard it. So it's armatures.
Armatures.
Somebody actually calls them armchairs?
Yeah, me. Armatures.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
Okay.
I was calling them armachairs. Armature. Because I thought it was like a little wink, like armchairs, because they're like this. They're like, I'm a robot armchair.
That's totally what GW would do.
Yeah, that's
Old
right.
GW would do it. 90s GW would do that for me. Yeah.
So
now, that parking lot made me miss cigarettes. Because there's nothing like just gathering with a bunch of guys in a parking lot while people are trying to park and you're just having a smoke and taking up so much room. And it's just like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'll move out of the way a little bit. You know? Takes me back.
Huh. We went to Glendale?
Yeah, we went to Glendale. Yeah, we had to go to Glendale because Burbank.
Yeah, the Burbank one.
Yeah.
Was yeah, dude. We tried to park and these guys were just sitting around this tree and they wouldn't move while we're trying to squeeze into a parking space. It's just, I don't get it. And then when we went into the store, we got the book, we talked to the guy for a few minutes, we came back and they were just still there smoking cigarettes. So
that's where they live, dude.
No, but when we went to leave, they forgot in their car to leave, but I don't know. But there was cars moving around them and they weren't really moving out of the way, even though they're just in the way.
They're having a cigarette.
That's their parking lot, dude.
Interesting things about the Burbank store. The guy explained how you can't use a gift card online.
Yeah.
And if he gets a product return from another store, he has to ship it to the other store to return it. Like, there's some weird practices. And I was telling Ed a while back, I thought it had to do with like ledgers. Like they have their online sales, they have their store sales. And if you buy a gift card online, buy a gift card, it's inside the brick and mortar like ledgers.
Maybe.
Yeah. And he kind of explained that, like, yeah, there's a lot of kind of unusual or weird things.
I've heard a lot of, I've watched several YouTube videos that explaining that the bookkeeping of the company is a little different than a traditional, normal retail business. Yeah. Everything's compartmentalized.
Yeah. It was a small store, but it was slamming Wouldn't you say, Ed?
Yeah, I mean, there was a table full of people painting. There was at least two. Was it two games going on?
Nice
Yeah,
tables.
Glendale be
and it was
slamming,
like
dude.
real narrow. It
Yeah.
was narrow and kind of long, and
Shotgun
we're just
shack.
like squeezing by people,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
just trying to get a
That sounds like my
gosh darn
store.
white dwarf. And it's all and the whole reason that this is an issue and a problem is because our GW store hasn't been open since November. Where's Adon? Adon should be in here. He's
He could
a
stay at my
traveling
house.
Yeah,
manager.
I thought Adon was is like at every store. He's like that on Star Trek Voyager when the Doctor dies and the
I have to.
hologram Doctor gets appeared. I think whenever a GW store employee quits, a projection of Adon appears there, and he's all like, "Hello."
Yeah,
That's funny. I mean, he could stay out here. He could stay in the guest room.
that's true.
You
Maybe
know,
he doesn't know that. Maybe you got to tell him.
Maybe he doesn't want that.
his wife has a gun. We can talk about all kinds of stuff.
Adon's wife has a gun. Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow.
I think I like Adon's wife more than I like Adon. I met her for the first time, and she was delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
Adon gonna do?
She's gonna pull a gun on you. Hey, so do you know the difference between a gourmet?
minis, and now he's got a.
So do you know the difference between a gourmet and a gourmand?
Yeah,
No.
just different pronunciations of the exact same word.
No. A gourmet is like only eats the best.
Mm-hmm.
A gourmand will eat anything.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
Interesting.
Is it?
I thought it was always the same. But you're not a gourmand chef, you're a gourmet chef.
Yeah.
A gourmet chef isn't serving hash and slop at a Denny's.
That's true.
A gourmand, however, will eat anything.
So I'm a gourmand.
I think we're all pretty gourmandy around here.
Yeah.
Gourmand, high dining, low dining, baby. Any diamond, baby.
Any dining, baby.
I'll eat a chili
Dip
dog.
Yeah,
jacuzzi, baby.
Oh, dude, I had two. Dude, Sonics have the Coney chili dogs.
Uh-huh.
Buy one, get one. I bought 2 of them today.
And now, does it upscale? Can I buy 4 get 4?
You know what? I don't know. But 2 was pushing the limit, and I rode that limit. Let me tell you.
I'm a gourmand, dude. I don't have a limit.
He's a gourmand, brother.
But it was interesting reading the 2 combat patrols for the armchairs and the
Yeah.
whore dogs.
Yeah.
It's basically they're basically the same.
They're war dogs, so you could take war dogs
for the chaos side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The chaos side, are they war dogs or warhounds? No,
I don't know. I think they're war
Are they the
dogs,
same
'cause
model?
Warhound
And
is a
there's
different.
just different names with spikes.
No, one's chaos version.
One is chaos. It has like a lot of chaosy things, like
Uh-huh.
things hanging off the side, and like corruption and
Flesh robot.
They actually have different weapons options. Like one has an assault cannon or something
Ooh.
crazy. So
Pew, pew, pew,
there's a
pew.
But it was
difference.
they are objective control 8.
Yeah.
So they're
OC8.
OC8 those models.
Yeah.
And their special ability is they don't play the primary missions.
They
don't play a mission. They have their own primary missions. So they, as a rule, declare an objective and they score that objective.
For 5 points. And then their
Yeah.
opponent picks an objective that they have to get. And that one is worth 10 points.
Yes.
So if they're controlling both objectives, they get 15 points.
And both objectives can be the same objective.
Yeah.
So you could double count an objective and make it the attacker and the defender objective. Interesting, because they have to change how that game plays
Yeah.
because there's excuse my French, there's 2 models.
Yeah, they don't have as much board control as most combat patrols do.
But
That's
anyway,
an
it
interesting way
was
to do it.
yeah. And then not too long, like a day after that,
Yeah.
or 5 days after that, Uncle
That's
Adam releases a whole video about it,
oh,
about how
okay.
to get
Okay.
the cheapest combat patrol ever.
Yeah, that's what I said. I already said
Yeah,
that.
you should have done it.
I should have made my video.
Yeah.
GW reduces prices. Wink. that's my capture page, dude. And people be like, "Oh my god, I gotta watch this video," but it was clickbait the whole time. Little did you
True.
know. Um, well, I thought you were gonna say a day or two after I picked up that book, Josh was like, "We're not doing Combat Patrol this weekend,"
Yeah.
and so that kind of changed everything because we're gonna go to hobby commitments. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hobby commitments
Hobby
now.
commitments.
And mine was to get these armatures ready because this is impending. Like, I want to get these armatures ready so that when Josh and his kid play and they can use the armatures or see the armatures on the field, it's done and it looks nice and it's appealing and it gets them wanting to play more. So I was working on an armature and I got pretty close to being done with one of them. And then he's like, "I'm not going to happen. It's not going to happen." So I switched over to the Tomb Kings because that's my main priority.
Yeah, you had to switch gears.
So I had to switch gears. So unfortunately, I did not complete my armature, but I'll tell you what I did complete here.
Ooh.
Let's see here. We're going to share a screen, and let's see here. Window. Yeah, we're gonna share this window. So I got a unit of these are the riders, the skeleton riders, done. Based, the rim painted like a sand color.
Nice.
These are the 8 horsemen that have spears and shields,
Love those shields.
and they ride into victory, dude. So
Look at that blue. Look at those blues, dude.
yeah, the blue looks good. Blues pop, you know.
And a good rim job.
Good rim job. It's got those tufts. The sand is flowing. It's got some flowing sand.
Flowing
Look at this
sand.
This army's gonna look good when it's done. It's gonna
And
look real
like
good.
whoever put together those horses, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really
Yeah,
kind of phoned it in.
The whole army was put together on the phone in.
Yeah, it was phoned in, dude. It was
Hey,
really.
hey, I just put them together. I didn't have to clean them.
Hey, man.
That's right.
You know what? I thought they'd come together better, but they didn't. That old kit, little, all of them are a little finicky. Those old
Yeah.
skeletons.
Yeah. So that's where how my hobby commitment went. I also, because it's hobby progress, if you walk into a store, our GW store opened up and I was able to go in and I ordered, because I had a gift card, I ordered
Those only
the
work inside
Tomb.
the stores.
Yeah, the gift card only works in the store. I ordered a Tomb Kings Arcane Journal.
Oh, okay.
Because I know deep down inside I'm going to complete this challenge and I'll get to keep the army. You know what I mean?
You're investing in yourself.
Because hey, if I don't finish, they get that Arcane Journal too,
Yeah,
I guess.
that's part of it.
No, that wasn't part of the original deal.
Well,
Can't change the deal.
I don't know about that.
Man, you got a lot of gambits going.
I'm running.
You got the gambit with the old world army, and I do have old world news, I will mention. And you got the gambit about my gift.
Yeah.
And we're getting close to finishing quarter 3. Or getting into quarter 1, excuse me. It's the 3rd month. Either way, I'll have to use the gift only 3 times.
Yeah, it's
coming
perfect.
up.
It's perfect.
and maybe 2 times.
No, it's
So
gonna be 3.
It'll
it's
be
gonna be 3?
You're gonna get it in
Yeah.
second
Okay.
quarter for sure.
Yeah.
Second
Easy.
quarter gift?
Yeah.
Easy.
Okay.
My
Easy.
goal is to have it done before your birthday.
And you got a commission you're gonna do?
Yeah. That's not true. We're
Yeah,
not talking about that.
okay.
Alright. What was your let's see what Blake had. Build
Mine,
you remember what it was?
it was build my combat patrol.
No. Build 1,000 points of
Oh.
conquest built and bases printed.
Oh, I didn't say I was gonna oh, that was the last time? Oh, well, okay, so, alright, well, this is what I did. So so when I found out I already had the, combat patrol built, and when I found out that we weren't we weren't gonna be doing the combat patrol,
You
I
also
just put it
pivot.
on I just put it on eBay and sold it. I said pro put together.
Bro, put together, dude.
Oh,
No, I didn't sell it.
that's
I
oh,
just
that's cool.
I just took it apart. I took a
Put it in
put it back on the
acetone,
sprue. Yeah.
smelted it.
Threw it in the freezer, got
Yeah.
all the glue all brittle and broken apart.
Um,
You know what, Blake? I like that eBay description title. Pro put together, dude.
Bro, put together.
so I did not
Oh, wow.
finish this.
Do you
I
remember what
have
army you
everything
were gonna do?
the 1,000 points. I'm playing with it in 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
I have everything built. I don't have everything based
Mm.
because I'm putting together the magnets to get the bases together. And so I had to wait on magnets.
Oh,
I
you
had to
ordered
wait
some?
on more glue.
You ordered some?
I ordered some glue. I got it in today.
No, but you found the right magnet size?
Close enough.
Okay.
It's not ideal. It's not perfect, but I'm in the process of getting the bases down, getting all the bases magnetized and done. I'm pretty close.
Yeah. I believe you.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Good. Good. Travis.
Mine was a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was?
I believe I said I was gonna paint like the rest of my Spider Foe Marvel Crisis Protocols. Like it was like 7
Mhm.
models that I had to paint.
I have 5 Marvel Crisis Protocol models.
That's true, but one of them is Sandman, which is 3 models.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Okay,
like it was
that makes sense.
7 bases of models that I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
to paint. And well, you know, I freaking did it, dude.
Yeah.
I did it like
You
last
did.
week. I did it so fast
I'm gonna send it.
because Marvel Crisis Protocols are so easy to paint. You know,
They are.
Marvel Crisis Protocol,
yeah.
secretly easy.
So the patrons are seeing it on the screen. So what I actually painted last week was Sandman, which is Sandman, the hand and the small hand. He has the big hand and the little hand. So it's 3 bases
A
of Sandman.
strong hand.
Yeah, the strong hand. I did Bullseye, which he was very easy. It's just navy and white. Mysterio?
Mysterio.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Mysterio, dude.
I did Mysterio. I did Electro. And I did Vulture. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 models, dude.
Wow.
And that's our Adepticon list right there, dude. That's what we're bringing to Adepticon.
Spider friends and spider foes.
Yeah.
So we got Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Venom.
Yeah.
Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And another Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's
Ben
Scarlet
Riley,
Spider.
dude.
That's Ben Riley.
So that's 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
And
spider clone.
And you're taking a Vulture dip.
No. So the
Toad is your dip.
No. Craven is going to be on my list, and he's kind of the dip, but still in the thing. Because how it's gonna work is me and Ed together pick whether we're gonna do Web Warriors or spider foes. So I have some spider foes on my list. So if we pivot into spider foes, it's easier. And Venom's great because he could either be a web warrior or a spider foe.
And you'll be picking this per match.
He's an anti-hero.
Yeah.
He's like the
Yeah,
Punisher.
you got a sideboard going. And you're playing this together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Lizard's going on my list just to even it out. Yeah. So I have to I have like 3 possible spider foes on my list and 4 web warriors. 5 web warriors.
So you're going to be at separate tables.
No. We're playing on the same table. It's a doubles.
Both in each is going to have their own
force. Move around.
Okay.
We each control our own models, but it's just going to be going back and forth across the table.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm. It's coming up quick, boys.
It is.
Huh? I'll be here before we know it.
Before we know it.
I might go in because some of my older bases, I was using a different technique, and I'm going to try and just lighten them up a little bit so that they'll be a little more cohesive. But I don't know if I'll get that done or not.
Good work.
It's not bad. Yeah, I did it.
Good.
I did it, dude.
Yeah,
all right,
dude. You really are getting the hobby done, both of you.
What is going to be your hobby commitment, Blake?
Get that 1,000 points primed up.
Oh, the conquest?
Yeah, get them primed.
1,000
I
points.
think I'm going to prime them, rattle can black, and then I'm going to gray and white dry brush to get them slap chop ready.
So you're going to get them just primed or primed and slapped?
I'm for my victory, I'm getting them primed.
Oh, okay.
But
then that's all you're going to say.
Huh?
That's what you're going to do after.
That's what I'm going to do. But it's getting me ready for a slap.
Travis?
I'm going to finish up a simple display board that I'm going to be taking to Adepticon.
What about Rohan? You want to do some Riders of Rohan?
Oh, that's going to be
that's summertime
after Adepticon.
Yeah.
That's summer fun.
That's going to be like a summer project. It was going to be a Q1, but because of the Crusade,
Christmas project.
Well, yeah. Because of the Crusade, Space Wolves are priority. Once my Space Wolves are done, then I'm doing Tolkien. So it will be a winter project.
Here's the thing about Crusade, Blake. You have to get your army ready, right? But then you have to get more models ready.
Yeah.
And then you got to get another set because we're going, what are we doing? 1,000,
1,000,
2,000,
2,000, 3,000.
Oh, God, 3,000. Oh, God.
But 3,000's easy. You're just bringing the Stompa, dude.
Well, that's 2,000 probably for me.
Well, there you go.
I got to bring that in early. I got some battle wagons too. Those are worth a lot of points. But I don't know. That's a lot of things to get painted. So go ahead.
It's 3 games. It's 3 games at 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
3 games at 3 months.
2,000, yeah.
So you still have months to go. So you'll be all right.
True. What? Let me see what I'm going to do here. Let me see if I still have this. Yeah, let's pull this up here real quick here.
June's when we got to be 2,000 points.
Yeah. So,
you guys got time.
Let's just look at what I have to do real quick here. This is my old slideshow, of course. You all know.
Yeah.
But so
you got a lot to do.
I've done just where are they?
They're
not even here. Oh, they're over here. On the side of the dragon.
They're lined up.
So I've done this little chunk. Okay. There's still
so you've done 1/8 of the project.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the guide. Yeah, I guess it's 8. So I've done one unit down. I have 32 archers to do. I've got another 8 riders with bows. I've got 40 spearmen. I got 3 chariots, a dragon with a guy on top, and then a king, a lord.
Archers are easier. They don't have shields. You know?
You know
Yeah,
what?
but they
That
have
is
bows
going to
and arrows.
count for something.
So my goal is to probably I'm going to do the chariot. I'm going to do all the chariots. They're going to be done. I'm going to do a unit of archers. They're going to be finished. And I'm going to do a unit of spearmen. I need to get 3 more units done.
3 more units. Gotcha.
Before the end of the month.
Whoa!
3. I'm calling my shot because some of these guys are partially painted because I'm doing a like a massive what do you call it, batch painting,
Yeah.
technically. So there's some steps that are going that I'm able to spread across because everything's the same color, pretty much the same color scheme. So let me go back to my sheet and put down. So I'm gonna do chariots,
archers,
unit archers,
and
unit
of spears.
All right.
Spiritu Sancti.
Because I got to get a good amount done because remember the end of May is coming up, so Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Wait, does this need to be? But this needs to get done by May.
I believe that's when I said was Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
And then can we play after May, or do we need to play before May?
I think we have to play before May, before Memorial Day.
Now here's the deal.
We could probably do it.
We can start playing sooner.
Yeah. Oh, that's to say, can you play with them?
But the things aren't all built. I still need to build models.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
so
I can help you with that.
I'm building a unit of spearmen because I already had one built. I'm building a unit of spearmen, and the last thing to build are the archer riders.
We can do a build jam.
Once those are built, no, I'm almost done. They'll be built by this weekend, but they might even be primed. Once they're built, I'll probably play you, Blake, because you're closer.
Yeah.
First, and then that way we could play 2 games at some point because we'll swap, and then we just need Travis to play with them one time.
Oh yeah, we all have to play with
the swap
with the Tomb Kings.
And then what are you going to run? What are you going to run against the Tomb Kings, Ed? When I play the Tomb Kings,
I can play your Chaos, or I can play my Bretonians. They're built.
Oh, you do have the Bretonians. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I have them built. I just don't have them painted.
Yeah.
So
okay,
it's doable.
We got work.
The pressure's on, though. The pressure's on.
It's coming, and Adepticon's on the horizon.
And you know what? I think the listeners, they're rooting against you, Ed.
Oh, of course. What? Why would they want me to succeed? All right. Are you guys ready for a battlefield bargain or bust?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, we're running out of time.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Do you want to say
These
this?
are always good.
Well, let's just start it. If it runs over, it runs over, and only the patrons get to hear the deal that I scored or the deal I didn't score. You know,
could be a bust.
Could be a bargain.
Have we had a bust yet?
I don't think so.
No,
not the way Ed chops.
Not with Ed at the helm.
I mean, this could be the first bust.
Could be,
and someone might not know. All right, here we go. Oh, I got an orc lot. I'm just going to say. So I'm just going straight into the pictures of what I got.
Of the orc lot. Gotcha.
Okay. Of the orc lot. You know what?
You already painted him.
I did. Yeah, I've already painted this guy. This guy I've actually used in my games.
I reckon
he's in my list. I got these boys. I got a whole list, but here's just pictures. Mm-hmm. Most of these things aren't painted, you know. Hold on a second. Someone's texting me. 1 second.
Did you guys see the video I sent? The exercise guy? We'll take a look at it later.
These are some Defcoptas, prime silver. This is a dude on a shark or whatever they're called. What are these, squigs?
Yeah,
squig things.
I like those models.
I'm not a big fan of them. A bunch of ludas, old school ludas.
That's
a
cool.
dragster.
That's cool.
A dragster. Most of these things are just built. which is fine by me. These are 2 scrap or DACA jets or whatever they're called, 2 flyers. 2 of these things. I painted up one of these already. You guys have seen that in action.
Those are cool.
So it was 2 Bomb blast jets,
Ooh, blast jets.
2 Defcopters, which is a little odd because they come in 3s. A War Boss in Mega Armor, a Beast Boss on a Squigosaur. The Orc Boys 16 models. Again, it's a little weird because it's not a full squad. 2 full squads, I mean. A Shock Jump Drag, so that's the more F1 looking.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Scrap Jets, those are I painted one of those things. They look like they're planes, but they're on wheels. 12 Ludus. Oh, well, anyways. Grots.
570
no run through. All right. So we're gonna start breaking down the prices. A War Boss in Mega Armor.
That's a big character.
He is a big character.
I think
How
this
much
is
do you think?
$45. I think it's 45.
I was going to say $46.50. That's what I was going to say.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. $42.
42.
You guys are pretty close.
Pretty
You're in the right
close.
range. I made my guy have a peace sign.
Yeah, I like it.
Instead of a fist.
It's good. It's a good little
dude.
little custom job.
Now these are temporarily out of stock right now.
They come in
Bomb blast jets.
just a single kit.
You can't even get them online right now.
Oh gosh. I think these are $75.
Ooh, I was going to say they don't seem to be having anything in the 50 range. So this one here is going to be $64.77.
Okay.
Okay, that's a weird number. $85, dude. And I don't know if it's the same price as just their other flyers. Because when these first came out, the original, like the DACA jet and the one that has like Burner Bomber, they were only $40.
That's inflation, dude.
Inflation,
That's
yeah.
inflation, brother. You got 2
GW's inflation has always been more
200%.
rapid.
It's
than
200%.
It's an investment. It's an investment scheme. It's a retirement scheme.
Yeah, true that. Defcopters,
yeah,
temporarily out of stock.
Yeah.
I bet you what's that? 70.
$64.99.
So this is 3 models. Let's see how much it is. $65. It's pretty good, dude. Really good, Travis. So yeah, 3, but I only got 2. So there's going to be some math.
Yeah, there's some math there. There's some math there.
A Beast Boss on a Squigosaur.
Bit more than the boss, so more, and he was 42. So this is 55.
$42.
Ooh. 60 bones for a single model.
All right. Well,
I mean, technically,
I guess it's
cool
on
model,
a mount. It is on a mount.
It looks a lot better painted than it does just plastic.
This is true.
All right, boys. A unit of boys.
32.
Unit of boys got to be $60.
What did you say, Blake?
32.
$32. What is
That'd
this?
be nice.
The year 2000? The year 2000, dude?
Let me,
$32.
I just went with what I was feeling it should be.
So I guess that would be $3.20 a model.
I went with my heart on that one.
But this is the actual price is $5.80 per model.
Yeah.
All right, this is the Shock Jump Dragster. Cool model.
It's a very cool
Can't wait to
model.
paint it. I'll probably paint it a similar scheme too.
42.
$60.
$60. Wow. I don't think there's anything for $50 anymore. It's either in the 40s or the 60s.
Or the 60s. Yeah.
Yeah. They just priced out $50. They just don't do that anymore. Oh,
$60.
well, this one It's just 60
No,
bucks.
it's a dual kit, right?
No, it's not a dual kit.
Oh,
But they are very similar.
I just messed up.
I would have guessed $60.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense. I think there's even another one like where there's a truck and they're shooting squigs out of a bazooka.
I
That
like
one's also
this
sick.
whole line. Like this part of the orc army really speaks to me. I really, really like these like drag
look.
I like his scarf.
It disappeared. That's awesome.
What? Why would he have a scarf? Go back
Because
to that.
it's like pilots. Pilots have this. He's wearing a pilot suit because he wants to be a pilot.
He's dressed like a bombardier.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
And they wore scarves.
dumb.
No.
I love it, but it's dumb. Humans, they emulate humans,
Yeah.
but they hate humans.
I don't
And
know if
that's
they
not
hate.
even, that's a human from 40,000 years earlier
Yeah.
in World War II.
Well, to be fair
I
though,
don't think
like
they hate humans.
the humans of the Empire still dress like it's 1944.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, especially in Germany.
Exactly.
I love the scarf though. I love the scarf.
Here's the thing, Blake. Orcs don't hate humans. They just love a good fight. And that's what it is.
He's an orc apologist.
Yeah.
I don't think orcs
Yeah.
hate anything. The only thing
Yeah,
they
they just-
hate is sitting still.
Yeah.
I think the only thing they
Do you know
hate
what? I
is
think
hate.
they hate sitting reverently in church and having to
Yeah.
fold your arms and listen to the preacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hate that.
I hate it. Luda's 57. I'm going to say 57. I'm going for the 50.
I like the little blue kind of like patinas that the GW painter did on some of these.
Not
That's
57.
cool.
47.
This kit is $75.
No.
Oh man.
Okay, 40.
Wow.
40.
Color me
$4 a
impressed.
model.
Color me impressed.
70. Like $75 million.
Wait. $4 a model?
Yeah. Oh no.
That's
Sorry.
$10 a model.
It's $8 a model.
Wait. 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, well, okay, you're
It's
right.
$8
you're
a
right.
model.
Yeah,
$8 a model.
8 times that.
If it was 10, it would have been $4 a model. Yeah, these are pricier, and these are
And they're old.
these are well sculpted. These are free to print, basically.
Yeah. There's print money.
Gretchen,
No grunt herd.
no
It's a-
grunt herd.
I do like these models.
Yeah, they're very cool.
How much are a unit of Gretchen?
What do you got, Travis?
I'm counting them. Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
There's
2,
10.
4.
There's 10 and it's 11.
Minus the grunt herd.
So it's gotta be
Well,
something.
yeah.
But this box is
This is the only way you
This is
can
a
buy it.
$40 kit.
46.
Really?
42. What?
What
Yeah.
a deal!
Oh, but they're worth nothing on the board though. That's the thing.
Yeah, they're worth nothing on the board. These models are tiny.
Small. Single
They are
or
very,
single pose,
they are very
probably.
small.
Yep.
That's
You
true.
don't have to put the arms on them. They just
You know,
you clip them off the sprue.
Put them on the screw,
I
put them on the base.
Yep.
great models. I've always loved a Grot Revolution army.
Yeah. Yeah, I need more of these.
Yeah, those are cool models. Okay.
Grand
totals.
total. When you add it all up,
Yeah.
$703.
New on sprues, $703.
And they're all built pretty well, as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
No major damage.
No. Chunks missing. No. How much did I pay?
I think you got this because this seems to be what people in the community like to sell a lot of Warhammer 40K models. $500. I think everyone feels good. It's all like, yeah, I'll give this to you for $500. I think that's what you got.
$499.99.
Okay. No, that's fun. All right.
Really, Blake?
I think you paid more. I think you paid $900 for this because they're pro assembled.
He says 500. I say less than that. Or can I say $1?
Oh,
I don't even know
God.
how the game works.
Just try to get as close as you can.
Yeah, honestly, I think 500 is a good guess,
Uh-huh.
but I'm gonna go under the 5. So I'm gonna say
You're gonna say
4.
So gather round and join the quest, where stories are the very best. From epic wins to playful